In this video, we will see about load cell types and its classifications. Load cell is a transducer that is used to create an electrical signal whose magnitude is directly proportional to the force being measured. So a load cell is basically a transducer which converts the force into measurable electrical output. So how does the load cell works? A load cell works by converting mechanical force into digital values that the user can read and record. The working of the load cell differs based on the load cell that you choose. Although there are many varieties of force sensors, strain gauge load cell are the most commonly used. Next is when to use a load cell. Load cell measures mechanical force, mainly the weight of the objects. Today, almost all electronic weighing scales use load cells for the measurement of weight. They are widely used because of the accuracy with which they can measure the weight. Load cells find their application in a variety of fields that demands accuracy and precision. Load cell designs can be distinguished according to the type of output signal generated, that is pneumatic, hydraulic or electric, or according to the way they detect the weight, that is either by bending, shear, compression, tension, etc. This type is the hydraulic load cell. These are force balancing devices which measures weight as a change in pressure of internal filling fluid. So we have types in this as in rolling diaphragm type, a load or force acting on the head is transferred to a piston that in turn compresses a filling fluid. As the force increases, the pressure of the hydraulic fluid increases. This pressure can be locally transmitted for remote control. Here, the output is linear and relatively unaffected by the amount of filling fluid. If these load cells are properly installed and calibrated, accuracy will be better. Typical hydraulic load cell applications include tank, bin, and hopper weighing. Next is the pneumatic type. These also operate on force balance principle. This uses multiple damper chambers to provide high accuracy than the hydraulic load cells. This type is mainly used to measure relatively small weights in industries. The advantage of this type load cell includes explosion proof and insensitive to temperature variations. Also, they contain no fluids that might contaminate the process if the diaphragm ruptures. And disadvantages include relatively slow speed of response and the need for clean, dry and regulated air or nitrogen. Next is the strain gauge load cell. In this type, strain gauge assembly is positioned inside the load cell which converts a load acting on them into electrical signals. The weight on the load cell is measured by the voltage fluctuation when it undergoes deformation. The gauges themselves are bonded onto a beam when the weight is applied. Modern load cells have 4 strain gauges to increase the accuracy, 2 strain gauges in tension and 2 in compression. When there is no load, the resistance of each strain gauge will be same. However, when under load, the resistance of the strain gauge varies, causing a change in output voltage. The change in the output is measured and converted into a readable values using the digital meter. The other type is piezoresistive. Similar to strain gauge type, this piezoresistive force sensors generate a high level output signal, making them ideal for simple weighing systems because they can be connected directly to the readout meter. The advantage is having low cost linear amplifiers and the drawback is non-linear output. Next type is the inductive and reluctance load cell. Both of these devices respond to the weight. Due to the movement of iron core, inductance of a solenoid coil changes and the reluctance varies of the small air gap. This is the magnetostrictive load cell. The operation of this force sensor is based on the change in permeability. It is built from a stack of laminations forming a load-bearing column around a set of primary and secondary transformer windings. When the force is applied, the stresses cause distortions in the flux pattern, generating an output signal proportional to the applied load. This is used for force and weight measurement in rolling mills and strip mills. There are various types of load cells available which must be rightly chosen for our application. First type is compression load cell. This has an integral button design. They are ideal for mounting and provides long-term stability. Second type is the compression or tension load cell. So these are used for applications where the load may go from tension to compression and vice versa. So because of the threaded end, it is easy for installation. This is ideal for space restricted environments. The third type is S-beam type. This has S shape and provides an output when under tension or compression. Applications are tank level, hoppers and truck scales. Next is the bending beam. It is used in multiple force applications, that is tank weighing and industrial process control. The fifth type is the platform and single point load cell. It is used for commercial and industrial weighing system. They provide accurate reading. Next is the canister type. This is used for single and multi-weighing applications, stainless steel design and sealed for wet areas. And the last one is the load profile type. These are basically tension or compression load cells. Mounting holes and female threads provides easy installation. This is used frequently in inline force monitoring. And this is all about the classifications of load cells. Thank you.